Okay, Saturo Campo called you a butcher and a liar, and you're calling Saturo Campo the biggest liar. What makes you say Saturo Campo deceives people?
Well, he talks something that they are poor people, and yet they really want people to get poorer, so that they could use them, they could recruit them to the NPA. Because if the country is getting better, then no one will follow the revolution.
So, but why do you say this of Saturo Campo? I mean, what's the basis?
Well, he has.
He ran for Congress already. Now he's running for senator. So why would you say this?
Yeah, because he has not changed. He has he has not denounced his membership in the NPA, and I believe that he's the overall commander of the NPA, including the political arm of the communists in this country.
So, Bantay Party List Representative Gen Palparan, he's a retired military officer and is running for senator as an independent candidate. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Karen.
So, I call you General Palparan.
Well, just okay.
Or Jovito.
Just Jovito.
Pero baka Jovito sa longgang isipin nila, no? So, General Palparan. No, in the beginning, I thought you were running for party list representative. So, it turns out...
Yeah, I'm running... for the Senate.
No, you're running for the Senate, but it's under party list.
No.
What is this? Under...
I'm just promoting the party list still because I'm the chairman of the party list.
So you're chairman of Bantay Party List,
yes.
And you are running as independent for senator.
Yes.
Now, why did you choose to run for the Senate? I mean, you probably know yourself, you would have had more chances if you just ran for party list.
Well, you still have chance to win under party list. Still, Bantay. I'm still member Bantay.
But you cannot sit.
Yes,
you cannot be the representative. You cannot be the nominee or the representative.
Yes, correct.
So, in other words, why choose to run for the Senate?
Well, first because we want to bring up the advocacy of Bantay to the Senate.
Okay.
And
which
also,
is what? What is the advocacy of Bantay?
Which is security and peace and order in every community throughout the country.
But don't we have the AFP for that and the PNP?
Yeah, but they have limitations also. I think they need NGOs to help them, and Bantay is one of them.
Okay, all right. Now, you're a very interesting, actually very controversial personality. In fact, I wouldn't know what to do if I earned, the names given to you. You've been described as, one, the benevolent torturer. Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, someone I probably can't sleep with. But you've also been named the butcher.
Well, yes.
Okay, and how do you feel when you're called these words?
Well, I've learned to accept that. I mean, to live with that. And sometimes it's compliment. It's a compliment? Sometimes.
So you do consider yourself the butcher?
Not really, but in a way against the bad elements of society, especially the NPA or the communists.
Okay. You do consider yourself the benevolent torturer?
Not really.
So you were not benevolent?
Well, benevolent for the religious,
But did you torture anyone?
No, not really. But there are times you have to pressure people.
So, what's the difference between pressuring and torturing?
Well, torturing is people has to undergo so much pain.
Okay. Yeah. In pressuring, what do you do?
Well, in pressuring, you have to keep on...
There's no pain?
Well, not really.
Okay.
You can use some other ways to pressure people,
Okay.
And it's happening every day.
All right. Okay, now definitely you are best known for the time that, the president in her speech just said, and single-handedly named you for actually supposedly ending communist insurgency in the country. But along with that, you have 8 months when you were in the Visayas alone. You have 36 extrajudicial killings allegations and 712 allegations of human rights abuses.
These are all exaggerations.
Okay.
Yeah, and nothing has been proven yet.
So, but you do admit to killing?
No.
You've never killed any NPA?
Well, we are soldiers, and probably we have killed during encounters.
During encounters?
Yes.
Okay, all right. But do you think it worked? I mean, the NPA is still there. They're still asking for revolutionary tax.
Well, so, I had just a very short period of time commanding units that are significant. So not much time left when I was division commander, and I was not able to reach the top for me to be able to take on the country as a. But in my areas of operations, I have some success.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the style of Jovito Palparan in your in your area of operation? I'm curious.
Well, just very simply, we'll look at the problem and we have to address it decisively.
How's address?
Against the armed group, as well as the support elements they have deployed within the population.
So in other words, you don't believe in negotiation?
I do believe in negotiation.
Okay.
In fact, I believe that the government should open its arms all the time for negotiations.
But you don't believe it works all the time?
Because usually the enemy is not sincere in negotiations.
Okay. So when you were assigned in different areas, was Visayas the longest period where you were assigned?
No, it was even the shortest.
What is the longest period?
As well, in my my younger years, as
Army Chief,
commander, in southern Tagalog, I had 1 year, I think, or a little more than 1 year.
What do you consider your most successful operation against the NPA?
Well, all of them, I think, have the same level of success, but just that the areas and the unit I'm handling is limited.
Yeah, but I mean, what would it be? I mean, how do you measure your success? Like,
well, I measure success when people are living and they express their satisfaction that they are living freely, without threat, without being, without collect tax, revolutionary taxation, and they could open their mouth openly. That's and I could walk. The military could walk without getting harmed.
So when you know that there is a suspected NPA or confirmed NPA in a certain town, what did you used to do?
I gather information.
Okay.
And through the people themselves.
Yes.
And then, well, usually I have what I call the trust and confidence strategy.
Okay.
I apply that. I shake hands with people, you know.
Yeah.
We talk to them as casual, ordinary person.
Okay.
And so they open up.
All
and
right.
they start to trust us, that we are not
you're not the enemy.
You're not the enemy.
Okay.
And as been propagandized by the enemy, that we are when we are abusive soldiers.
So what do you do? What do you do? You get information, you win the trust of the people, and then they tell you, "Sir, ayan po yung kapitbahay ko, NPA yan."
And then we have to talk to these people.
You talk to them or you pick them up?
Well, there are times you have to really get on them, because they have been there were accusations and there were cases filed against them.
Okay, when there are cases filed against them, have you ever brought anyone to court, or they just die?
No, many of them actually have been. We help them get back to normal life.
Okay, all right. Now, our Facebook and Twitter friends have some questions for you as well, and here's some. Dina Benjamin Perez asks, bakit ka tatakbong senador? Bakit hindi ka na lang daw nag-retire?
Well, there are a lot of people, especially those we help and those people who help us, wanted us to continue our service. And I also feel that I could still do something, contribute to the country.
Okay. Arnel Romero asks, are you ready to denounce your alleged use of extrajudicial means in applying the law? He also asks, what are your advocacies? Now, let's talk about that. Are you going to denounce any extrajudicial means in applying the law?
I have always denied and denounced atrocities as a means of getting peace in community. You know? Always, yes.
Okay. All right. Rira Lopez asks a question. He also asked from Saturo Campo earlier. Give us one word to describe Saturo Campo.
Campo is the biggest liar, and he is more than that. He deceives people. Not only lying, but he deceives. You know, he acts as if he is doing something good, when in fact their objective is actually to destroy democracy, to destroy this country.
Okay, Saturo Campo called you a butcher and a liar, and you're calling Saturo Campo the biggest liar. What makes you say Saturo Campo deceives people?
Well, he talks something that they are poor people, and yet they really want people to get poorer, so that they could use them, they could recruit them to the NPA, because if the country is getting better, then no one will follow the revolution.
So, but why do you say this of Satur Ocampo? I mean, what's the basis?
Well, he has...
He ran for Congress already. Now he's running for senator. So why would you say this?
Yeah, because he has not changed. He has not denounced his membership in the NPA, and I believe that he's the overall commander of the NPA, including the political arm of the communists in this country.
So you believe Satur Ocampo is the overall head of the NPA?
And he directs all these operations. He's just like a chief of staff or commander-in-chief in this country of the revolutionary movement.
So you believe he belongs in jail too?
Well, I really believe that he knows a lot about these killings, massacre, and revolutionary taxation. The biggest effort is revolutionary taxation.
Now, this is very interesting. What makes you say that Satur Ocampo is the leader of the NPA?
He is the most senior and very active, highest-ranking communist in this country.
Okay. Yeah, but other than that?
Well, other than that, he has been into places meeting with the NPA.
Okay, okay. And for you, he should be denouncing the NPA?
Yes, he should be denouncing. He said that he denounced the acts, but he has not denounced any act of atrocity by the NPA. The Taboso massacre, on other massacres. He's been accused of killing or the massacre in Inupacan Leyte. And he has a lot to explain. Now, as a congressman, he should, your question, that he should have a stand on revolutionary taxation as well as the atrocities of the NPA, but he doesn't want. That's a clear indication that he's part of them.
Okay, very interesting. You're the stand on revolutionary tax. What about you? What do you think of that?
Well, that should not be allowed, and we really have to go after these people, with both the collector and the payer.
Okay, now I want to ask you this now. Okay, oh gosh, there's so many questions for you that are coming up here now. Okay, what is your priority if you're elected Senator? Bonnie Station asks.
Well, of course, I am, as I said, security and peace and order is our priority, and there are two agencies which we have to help pass laws for them to be capable of doing the job, and that is the Department of National Defense and the Department of Local Government, which are involved in insurgency and other peace and order problems in respective areas.
Okay. Now, you told me earlier you believe you have a chance of winning. I mean, given the Pulse Asia survey recently that came out on the top 20, I didn't see your name even on the top 20. Where do you think will you get your votes?
Well, I think the people has not been informed properly. I think that's our problem, our dissemination, because we lack resources.
Why didn't you run with Lakas? You could have run with Lakas Campi.
Well, I didn't want to get involved so much in the administration, because they have been accusing me of all the accusations against the administration. So I don't want to exacerbate that,
All right, okay, all right. So that's why you chose to run as independent senator. How much have you spent so far?
Well, so far, not much really. Maybe not even 4 million.
4 million of your own savings?
Savings and some contributions.
Okay, but will you regret that if you lose? I mean, I'm just curious. It's still a lot of money.
Well, yeah, it's still a lot of money. But people who contributed are inspiring, and they are willing to support us. That's why they're helping, but they don't have money, so much money. That's why it's not that big.
Okay. Now, well, one of the things you're battling is generally, forgive me for saying this, but a very negative reputation. I mean, people call you these things. Benevolent torture,
it's
the
not
butcher.
people. It's just this communist movement.
Okay.
The people are, if you go big places we have been assigned to, people have appreciated our performance there, and they are getting better in their life. That's why they are expressing their gratitude to us and to the soldiers.
But even the AFP, I was reading this, that Inserto himself said that the new and young generation of AFP officers headed by General Alexander Llano, do not condone human rights abuses, and they do admit that your style didn't work exactly.
Well, these are some of the officers who do not understand the problem of insurgency. Because Asierto is an Air Force officer, and he really knows nothing. I'm sorry to say that, you know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, this is interesting. Chris N73, just to let you know, he feels you were more credible than Saturo Campo, but he says he's not voting for any soldier, more so a communist in the Senate this election. So I want to ask you this. To our viewers who are watching right now, why should they vote for you? What's your number?
41.
41.
Yeah.
This is 41 in the Senate.
Yes.
So you are number 41 in the Senate. Why should they vote for you?
Because as I said, I want this country to be peaceful, to get better, to develop better, because we have a lot of potential. And this is, we are not developing so much because we have, the biggest problem is security and peace and order.
But how would your being in the Senate stop communist insurgency? I mean, how would your being there help?
Well, as I said, as a senator, you have a lot of influence. And as I said, I would concentrate to help DILG and Department of National Defense. And now there's a problem because the local officials are getting into, illicit relationship with the communists.
Okay.
That's why the DILG, the Department of Local Government, must be looked into. I think we have to pass laws that would penalize local officials getting involved with the New People's Army.
Okay, all right. On that note, thank you very much, General, and good luck to you. Good luck.